would like to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Gosh.
That wants to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone who taught us this truth, and salutations to the hopeful elect that's around the four corners of the globe. So, you know, we back out here again, you know, week as we were commanded to do, you know, by our Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai. You know, can a brother give me Hebrews 13 and 14? I'm going to read this. This is the book of 2 Peter 3 and 13, because ultimately we need the kingdom of heaven. You know, because what? We tired of seeing Jake fucked up out here. You know, you see, every time you walk down the street, you see Jake in wheelchair. You see Jake, you know, laid out, you know, on the streets. Different things like that. Man, we get tired of seeing this shit. It's a vexation. You know, so ultimately, to usher in the kingdom of heaven, this place needs to be destroyed. You know, Babylon the Great, which means great confusion, which is America. So this is the book of 2 Peter 3:13. It says, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. Right? That's ultimately what we look for, a new heavens and a new earth, which is the kingdom of heaven. You know, so this place needs to be overturned before that actually can happen.
The book of Hebrews 13, verse 14. We have no continuing city, but we seek one to come.
Yeah, we don't have no continuing city here, because Jake get killed by the police. Jake get killed by each other. You know, we are oppressed in this society. Unrighteous decrees is passed here against our people. We have no continuing city here, but we seek one to come. What is the one to come? The kingdom of heaven. Let me get this 2 Peter one more time and read it again. It's the book of 2 Peter 3:13, just, you know, to circle back. It says, nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for a new heavens and a new earth. That new heavens and the new earth is ultimately the kingdom of heaven, because what? We're living in the times where Yahweh's going to send his son back, Yahweh Shai, to basically overturn this place. And that's the day we look forward to. For the new heavens and the new earth where dwelleth righteousness. Right. Dwelleth righteousness, which is the kingdom of heaven.
Check the internet again. To make sure we're having some technical difficulties. I just want to make sure that it's running right. Might be the other one. Hey, if y'all can hear us.
Yeah, we live.
What about the audio? All right, yeah, we good. All right. Yeah, we just go back. Go ahead.
Yeah, so ultimately, you know, we're looking forward to the kingdom of heaven. You know, we don't have to worry about this shit no more, because what? We're tired of waking up. You know, we feel weird when we wake up every fucking day just in this society. You know, we brothers feel weird. You know, you have demons attack, you know, certain brothers. You know, we are mentally and physically exhausted by this place. You know, our women is coming against us, you know, starting with the so-called black woman, obviously. You know? I got something real quick. This is the book of, let me see. Romans, I'm going to start at 8 and 18, one of my favorite scriptures. This is the book of Romans 8 and 18. It says, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. Right, we're suffering right now in this society. You know, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are suffering right now. You're at the bottom. You know, you're at the lowest of the low. You know, you're being scrutinized by the so-called white man, these devils that walk by on a daily basis. You know, it says sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. Right, when the kingdom of heaven is established, brothers going to own certain planets. Brothers going to have spiritual power. You know, nothing is going to come up against us, because what? We're going to have our Heavenly Father on our side. How about Yahweh Shai?
I got one. But go ahead, give what you got. Daniel said 25? Yes, 7:25. All right, this is the book of Daniel 7 and 25. It says, and he shall speak great words against the Most High, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High, and to think to change times and laws, and they should be given to him into his hand until the time and times and the dividing the times.
That's the spirit to better about that out, because before the camera started, we was asking what today is, so-called 23rd. And I asked the brother a question, because I don't keep track of that shit. I know it, but who cares? I asked, did this month go to the 31st? Brother like, yeah, I believe so, But just the fact that this 31st, the leap years, time saving days, time go back an hour, time speed up hour, the Gregorian calendar, the calendars Esau, Edom set up just itself. That proves he seek to change the times, man. Saying it's this day, the new year starts in so-called January and February, but really everything is still dead around that time, man. Everything come back alive so-called during the month of March when everything is reborn again, man. That would be considered your new year. A new year is not when January and February come in. That's according to Esau calendar system. His way of tracking time is off, man. He threw a lot of curveballs in there, man, to throw the people off. But we know you cannot throw a curveball in the truth. You cannot throw the truth off. And what's those great words that the brother read in Daniel that Esau Edom speak against the Most High, man? He said it in the temple, and the Most High showing himself that he is God, man, and he's no God. He's just a man. Speaking of great words, he's saying that the nation of Israel is done away, if I'm not mistaken, just a blasphemy in itself, man, and basically trying to chip, all the people, man. Esau Edom, his imaginations and his blasphemy, Lord got to put an end to that, man. Our brother said we need the kingdom. In the midst of us getting the kingdom, we're going to get salvation. And our Lord and Savior is going to put an end to Esau Edom madness, man. Speaking these great words, speaking of blasphemy, think he could chip the Lord's anointed, to kill off the Lord's prophets, man, and no harm come to him, man. Thinking his house can continue forever, spreading all these lies and madness out here, man. Hey, the Lord going to judge us, man, for that, man.
I got something real quick.
And wearing out the saints, man.
Yeah, that's the point I wanted to touch on. He's wearing out the saints, Even the fucking clock system. He got midnight being the beginning of the day and shit where everybody going to sleep and shit. It's like, we're worn out. Hey, and I'm good, I got the water.
I'm good.
Yahweh Shai says,
Y'all better hydrate, it's hot.
Yahweh Shai says, for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Alright? For the elect's sake, the days are going to be shortened, meaning he's going to come, right? Because why? No flesh will be saved.
Yeah.
Right? And this damn devil will kill himself. The wicked will kill everything on the planet Earth and himself. Alright?
Yeah.
So, hey, we need the kingdom. If not, the Lord don't come back soon. He ain't going to have nobody to come back to save.
I got something real quick. This is the book of Revelations 11 and 18. It says, and the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come, and the time of the dead that they should be judged, and that thou shouldest give a reward unto thy servants the prophets, unto the saints, and to them that fear thy name, small and great, and shouldest destroy them which destroy of the earth. Right, the Lord is coming back to destroy them that destroy the earth. Who destroy the earth? These Edomites. The so-called white man starting with these elites. As the brother just mentioned, if this thing keep on going on, no flesh will be saved. So
this devil's so wicked. I was watching this video. They was making meat in the lab, and when you watch the video, they say they're doing this because cow meat is one of the most harmful things to the environment. Just like they got people killing off cows, saying they're creating too much methane or whatever into the air. That's bullshit, man. That's bullshit. Esau, you're destroying this place. They want to blame everything and everybody but what they're doing, man. All right, you're the ones that's dumping aluminum byproduct in the water called fluoride. All right, you're the ones that got plastic particles every fucking where. Plastic islands, plural. All right, you're the one that got heavy metals in the fucking sky from the exhaust and everything, man. All right. Instead of cars can run off water, cars can run off cooking oil. Cars can run off a lot of things besides having to pollute the fucking air, man. Yet you want that money, so you continue. Just like they had that whole campaign with Gad looking and crying with a single tear when they threw the plastic bottle and landed on the ground, which he wasn't even Gad, he was Italian Planet Gadite. That whole thing came about. Actually, these big corporations paid for that. To blame the people for the plastic waste and pollution, which all they had to do was go back to glass bottles. And it was glass, people recycled those bottles. But that cost more money. Esau was a filthy devil, man. Destroy the earth for some damn money. Ain't he just like death?
Right, they're the ones who own these factories that are by the rivers and lakes to dump, pollute their waste into the water system. You know, I got another one right quick.
Right, but then they have ocean and different fucking terms to tell you how to properly, dispose some shit, and yet the number one country companies are just polluting everything. That's why the Lord said, "Woe to them that destroyed the earth." Who's going to destroy them? Right? Hey, this man is called to certain conditions for a reason. Right? Everything he touches, he destroys, and ultimately, him himself will be destroyed by Yahweh Shem Shah.
This is I'm gonna read Luke 12 and 31. It says, "But rather seek ye the kingdom of God, and all these things shall be added unto you." Which, that's what we're seeking for. We're seeking for the kingdom of God, right? It says, "Fear not, little flock, for it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom." Right. So, hey, right now we're going through a punishment which we deserve, which, we earned it. Hey, but at the end of the day, the Heavenly Father got the kingdom of heaven set up for us, so we could rule in righteousness.
I got one for you back here real quick. Because the brother mentioned, this is a punishment, we did it to ourselves.
That was it on that.
It's Micah 7 and 8. It says, matter of fact, Micah 7 and 7. "Therefore, I will look unto the Lord Yahweh. I will wait for the God of my salvation. My God will hear me." So, everything the brother just mentioned, man, from how Esau, Edom, destroying the earth, passing on righteous laws and decrees, changing the times, speaking great words against the Most High, wearing out the saints. And that's just a handful of things. Just for that alone, we must wait for Yahweh Shem Shai. We must look for Yahweh Shem Shai and all the promises that comes with salvation, because that's how we get delivered from these things, man. It says, verse 8, "Rejoice not against me, O my enemy. When I fall, I shall arise." So our enemies are rejoicing against us, man. The heathens, our women, the people of our so-called nation, our so-called close relatives that the Lord separated us from. They all our enemies, man. They all scoffing us. They all laughing at us, and they want to see us fall, right? But we understand, we know what's going on. It says, "When I sit in darkness, Yahweh shall be a light unto me." So we were sitting in darkness. Yahweh Shem Shai was a light unto us. He gave us his truth. He gave us the beautiful, mighty brotherhood to come with it. He gave us the comfort, which is above all, man. So whatever you going through, whatever you thinking, whatever thought comes to your head, you got the comfort to cut it. You got the comfort to know this ain't gonna last forever. You got the comfort to know that, hey, we got better. We, according to his promise, look for a new heavens and a new earth, man. Because like the brother said, this is not our rest. We need the kingdom. Look at the condition our people in. Look at the condition that, we ourselves are in, knowing what we know. And that's why we haste and we labor to enter to that rest and get the salvation, man. Because that's what we waiting on, to get delivered from these things.
I got something to back you up real quick. This is the book of 2 Corinthians 4:17. It says, "For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory." Because I just did a video this morning talking about, we take these small L's just to get that big W. So we're taking these small L's right now just to ultimately get that big W, which is salvation, which is the kingdom of heaven, and everything that comes with it. And it says, because this is a light affliction, whether you believe it or whether you don't. Light. Compared to what we gonna get on. Verse 18 says, "While we look not at the things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen." Right, we don't see the chariots. We don't see the chariots, face up, but we know they exist. Because what? Spirit and power. How about Shem Shai? The Lord has given us the truth. We can see these things. We have faith. Everything. It's all about faith.
Yeah, and I just want to add on to you, like you said, I understood what you meant as far as we don't see them close up where they can come down and we see them, Joe.
Yeah,
we see the sightings, we see them. Hey man, the chariots do some things, and only those of the truth can see it and know how they all coming out the main ship, the main father ship, and they all be coming out, and they all in their ranks, and like Scripture says, as birds flying, it's in the book of Isaiah, as birds flying, so shall Yahweh Shem Shai, you know, be in this formation, delivering, you know, basically roughly paraphrase, I'm gonna grab it, but just to add on to the brother, and we see the chariots, man. We see them in their formations. We seen them come out the main fathership, man. And we seen them different shape, forms, and facts. We just ain't like the brother, just to add, just like, we ain't seen them when they came closely face to face, but some have, some not, but we see them. You know, but like the brother said, man, hey, this is a light affliction, man. We don't look at the things we see, man. We see the money, we see the cars, we see the job, we see all this, the concrete. We ain't worried about this, man. Because the person to get caught up in this, because they see it, man. But we looking forward to things we don't see, which is the kingdom of heaven. Being beamed up on the chariots, be on the chariots, how the law is written in us, man. That's what we don't see, but we look forward to it because we know it's gonna happen, man.
And also, we don't look, you know, for the things in this world because what it said, the scripture say the fashion of this world passes away. So you know this shit is temporary. As I just read in 2 Corinthians 4:17. You know, for us, for a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. You know, we finna rule forever and ever. You know, as the scripture say, you know, the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom even forever and ever. Right. So we got a lot to look forward to.
I was on. That's right. It says verse. That's right. All right. Verse 9. I will, and it's the point, man. Knowing all these things, knowing we need the kingdom, you know, and the current condition is in. What does it goes back to? It all goes back to us, man. You know, because at the end of the day, hey, we brought it upon ourselves. You know, that's why we got labor to enter into that rest, to get back into the good graces. It says, verse 9, like Scripture says, man, your iniquities have withheld these good things from you, man. You know, so, hey, like Scripture says, why doth a man complain for his faults? We know what we got to do, you know, but we see the current condition and it's not right. We're speaking on it. We're against it. Verse 9, I will bear the indignation of the Lord Yahweh, because I have sinned against him, until he plead my cause. So we got to go through it. Not only we got to go through it, experience it, we got to also teach his word and live it and bear the indignation, because we sin until he plead our cause. How the Lord's going to plead our cause? He's going to give us salvation, take our enemies down, and reward us. Like the scripture says, he's going to reward his servants, the prophets, man. It says, and execute judgment for me, as it is written in the book of Psalms. The scripture says, to execute the judgment written. What's the judgment written? To bind these slaves up, man. We're going to bound them up in chains, man. That's the judgment written. That's what we look forward to, man. That's how the Lord's going to plead our cause. So they won't be able to mock at us again. So they won't be able to talk again, man. So we will have to deal with a wicked thought again. You know, so we have to continue to fight the flesh again, man. The Lord's going to plead and judge our cause, man, on all levels. It says, Salaki, he will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. And the Lord, it starts now, man, by giving us the comfort, giving us the truth, giving us the chance to put some work in for the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shai, the creators of heavens and earth, things seen, unseen. We have been granted, we have been entrusted, we have been given this, man, so that we can be, the Lord willing, the first fruits of the kingdom, man, getting on the first go around.
Yeah, kind of, you know, to add on to the brother Bunny, you know, yeah, the kingdom of heaven is almost set, man. Just, you know, we have to keep on putting in this work. So this is the book of Sirach, better known as the Ecclesiastes 2:1. It says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thyself for temptation. Verse 2, it says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in a time of trouble.
That's right. Hey, when you come to serve the true power, man, and you're going to go through some things, man, because you're worshiping the true power. Like we just mentioned, here it is, we've been entrusted with the most powerful, greatest thing ever known to mankind. So you're going to go through some things. Some things going to come up to see if you about that life. See if you're going to stick with it. See if you're going to roll with the punches, man, or see if you're going to give up, you know, because the Lord's not a man he shall lie. He want to know if he can trust you before he give you all this good grace, and mercy and rewards he got for you. You know, so that's why we going to go through things, man. That's why we feel the pain we feel, because guess what? Hey, when you come to serve the Lord, you got to prepare yourself for that, man. You got to prepare yourself to be in the furnace of affliction, to be refined, as the scripture says, man, to go through that fire and that affliction, to purge out the old man. You got to be ready. So in the midst of your purging, you know you still like this, so guess what? It's still gonna be there. It ain't going nowhere until this place get destroyed. Right. So if you know it ain't going nowhere, guess what? You gotta deal with it. Else you gonna fold for it. But we can't fold for it, man, because Yahweh Shem Shai told us, prepare your soul, man. Constantly endure. Make not haste in the time of trouble. Whatever brought upon you, take cheerfully, man. Keep fighting.
Verse 3, it says, cleave unto him and depart not away. that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Right? Remind me of that the account of Job. You know, Job had lost everything. You know, but guess what? He was increased what 100-fold at the end of it. You know, so we have to keep on fighting. We have to keep on enduring. You know, so we may be increased at that latter end.
That's right. And Lord willing, the ultimate increase for the laws to be written in us, so we won't have to fucking fight the flesh and thoughts no more, and so that we can get the kingdom, man. We going through all this so we can be increased. That's being increased, man. So we can get the laws written in us. You know, you're gonna grow in this thing, you're gonna get built up. But the ultimate increase we looking for is the kingdom of heaven, where we can escape this, because it's not our rest, man. This place polluted, unrighteous laws and decrees is wicked. You gotta wait a week or 2 weeks just to get paid, man. You gotta wait for all this madness. Then what you do get, hey, like Chris said, we earn it just to put it in the bag with hoes, man. That's the Haggai 1 and 6. Because this is our punishment. But we understand that, we know that. We're not gonna give up. We're not gonna sell out. We're not gonna make no haste in the time of trouble, because we know we gotta be increased, man. We gotta go through this. This is what we've been appointed to.
It says, verse 4 says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. You know, a lot of people, they panic when they, you know, in the financial debt. They panic when, you know, whenever, you know, when something grievous happened to them, you know, they panic instead of depending on the Lord.
All right, sell these drugs.
Yeah, sell these drugs.
Do X, Y, and Z. Or pimp this bitch. Like, these are all the thoughts our people think about, not knowing, hey, the Lord is against those things, man. You know? So you get hit with that temptation, then guess what? You just found yourself on the bad side of the Most High. When you at a lower state, man, you gotta trust in the Lord. The Lord got me. The Lord gonna deal. I ain't gotta trust Esau. I ain't gotta bend over for Esau. I ain't gotta bow down to him to make it, or to get salvation, man, or to get fed or delivered. Hey, the Lord got us, man.
That's
why
why.
Put it on the heathen that fucking hate your guts to help you.
That's why in verse 4, the key word, it says, be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. You know, we have to be patient. You know, like I said, Jake always, you know, when something happened, they always quick to act on something. The scripture said, be patient when thou art changed to a lower state.
Where you was in that?
Sirach 2 and 4.
Okay, so you mean really you could jump down to verse 10, because that's a good place.
Yeah, Sirach 2 and 10, it says, look at the generations of old, and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? And it says, or whom did he ever despise that called upon him?
That's right.
You got it, Yaquan.
Hey, but you know, like brother just read, man, that's right, man. Hey, you got plenty of examples in the scriptures of men of the Lord, all right, that found themselves in jams. You know that, you know, hey, it seemed like it was no way out, man. Like, hey, you got the 3 holy children, man. All right, you know, with Daniel, all right, Daniel was thrown into the lion's pit, all right, you know, they was thrown into the furnace, man. All right, hey, but the Lord always looked out, you know, for his men, all right, and likewise, even in these times, man, all right, you know, hey, brothers might find themselves in certain jams, you know, where it might seem like, you know, hey, ain't no way out, or, you know, it's hard to overcome, all right, but hey, if you continue to put your trust in the Lord, man, all right, you know, have faith in how Bashmi outside, then hey, the Lord's gonna see you through it, man, all right, hey, the Lord just wants to see that you have faith in him, man, all right, you know, hey. That's why the Lord puts us through these certain different jams to try our faith, so that we can actually prove, all right, you know, to the Lord that we have faith, man. All right, because, hey, you know, a friend has to be tried, man. All right, Scripture says a friend is not known in prosperity, but in adversity, man. You know, so the things that we go through, all right, is to prove, all right, our faith to how about our shot. So, hey, we just gotta remember, that the Lord, he can see you through anything, and if we got that mindset, then, the Lord's gonna bring you through, you know. Ain't no need to get weak. All right, the scripture says if you faint in the day of adversity, you know, your faith is small, man. You know, so you know, but I got one. This is cause y'all was making a point earlier. This is Hebrews 13 and verse 14. It says, for here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. All right, that's the thing, man, because hey, this is not our rest, like the brother had mentioned earlier, man. You know, hey, this place is filled with all types of abominations and wickedness, man. All right, but we're looking for the kingdom of heaven, all right, where we can fully enjoy life, man. All right, where we ain't gotta have our children, you know, walking around looking at, you know, all these abominations, man. You know, I'm just saying like that, man. All right, or where you can really raise your child, man, and Esau won't come and, you know, take him away, or you know what I'm saying, or you know, you can really have your household in order. Your woman won't be speaking back to you, backbiting. All right, she'll be in order. All right, our whole nation, our brothers and sisters will be in order, man. All right, you know, hey, it won't be no more death, man. All right, you know, the earth will be refreshed, man. You know, hey, these are the things we looking for. This is the city we looking for, man. Because on this place, it's just, hey, this is just death, man, and confusion, man. You know?
I got something.
And like you said, this world is full of abominations, but the city that we're seeking, right, that's going to be full of all good things, man.
That's right.
And that city that we're seeking is being erected right now through the Spirit, man. It says that in the book of Baruch that the Lord gathered his children, his sons, by the word of the Holy One. So the tabernacles of David is being rebuilt, the real tabernacles of David, man. Bayaf Dawadah, all right? It's being risen up, man. And soon our Lord, our Savior, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, is going to physically manifest our kingdom on this earth. It says when the righteous bear fruit, the people rejoice, and when the wicked bear fruit, the people mourn. So when we come into rulership, the whole earth is going to rejoice. All the creation is waiting for the manifestation of the sons of the living power, man. All right, let's lock it.
Talk This is to him. Second Ezra
7.
6
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Because right now we're living in Esau's kingdom, which Esau, Edom is the wicked according to the scriptures. All right. What is that? I think it's in Revelation 6. You know, that red horse was given the sword to take peace from the earth. You know, and his blessing was what? The fatness of the earth. So he has it all right now. You know, he's in rulership. He's shit. Look at Joe Biden's son. He's living it up right now. You know, but they're living it up in wickedness, right? But when this kingdom goes down, then our kingdom is next. You know, which is gonna be ruled. It's gonna be ruled in righteousness. All right. It's not. There ain't gonna be none of this confusion. All right. Everything's gonna be in order.
I got a precept.
Now this is 2nd Ezra chapter 16 and 52. For yet a little while, and iniquity shall be taken away out of the earth, and righteousness shall reign among you. So just going back to what the brother was saying, the Lord is going to take iniquity out of the earth, man. And it's going to be through what? Bringing in the judgments to come, and then setting up his righteous rulership.
Well, it started now with this truth, man. It says the truth that have been so long without fruit shall be declared, man. It says the iniquity shall have its end, roughly paraphrasing. You know, so it's starting with his word. See, all the lies is being, I think that's Isaiah 28.
Covering cash should be taken away.
It's another one where it says, refuse of lies shall be swept away, man. So this word is hitting this earth at a man. I can't even, you know, put it into words. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. The Lord is exposing this man by his mouthpiece, which is the prophets. Right. He's consuming them with his mouth. It starts with the words of Yahweh Bashem Shai. So we're telling you you're guilty. Here's the evidence. Then the physical is going to come. The physical judgment.
Yep. That vessel, that broom, man.
Yeah.
That's going to be the final sweep.
Right.
This is 2 Peter 3 and 10. But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, and the which the heavens shall pass away with the great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat. The earth also and the works that are therein shall be burned up. And what are the works? Evil, man. It said the whole world laughed and wickedness, man. Right? Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person are you to be in all holy conversation and godliness? So that fear of the Lord is to motivate us to do what's right, looking forward and hastening unto the coming of the day of the Most High, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, thermonuclear destruction, fire and brimstone. With the Spirit of the Lord being in that judgment, man. Here's the point. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth. So that heaven represents rulership. All right? And this earth is going to be what? Refreshed. It's going to be a refreshed ruler, a refreshed earth. Wherein dwelleth righteousness. So after the destruction, it's going to be righteousness reigning in the earth, man. All right? And what's the Isaiah, the 2nd chapter? It goes to how there won't be any more war. And that's somebody grab that. Isaiah 2.
Now, this is the book of Isaiah, chapter 2, in verse 1. The word that Isaiah, the son of Amos, saw concerning Judah and Jerusalem. And it shall come to pass in the last days that the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established in the top of the mountain, and shall be exalted above the hills, and all nations shall flow unto it.
Con, that's gonna happen, man. This is the starting process, you know. The brothers coming out teaching this word. That's what's elevating us back to our godly state, like it says in Luke the 5th chapter. Take off the garment of your captivity. Alright? But then it's gonna be the manifestation where it physically happens. We're gonna be above these heathens. Alright? Go, you got it.
Hey, like, when Yahushua gave him the spirit, you had a certain centurion that was standing there, man. He seen the earthquake and he seen all those things that took place. What did he say? He said, surely this is the Son of God. Well, it's going to be the same thing said according to Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, man. See, we've been out here for decades saying that these things is about to happen, and people been shutting us off. People been calling us crazy. People been saying all this goof ass shit, man. But guess what? When these things start to roll, and we seen it happen now, but when it increased, surely it shall be known that there was a prophet amongst them, man. You know? And it's going to manifest with the destruction. Who else is telling you that America is going to be destroyed with nuclear fire, man? Who else is telling you that a righteous rulership is coming to be established on this earth and it's starting with you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans? You know? You got it.
Verse 3. And many people shall go and say, come ye and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord, to the house of the power of Jacob, and he will teach us of his ways.
And that's how you know we're not in the kingdom yet. That's how we know that the people in the land of Israel today ain't the real people, man.
Shit, ain't nobody trying to be no damn Jews. Let's go. Let's learn how to be Yiddish. Man, let me go put a fucking. What's that shit they wear on their goddamn hat? Man, they put a fucking curls on my side. Man, ain't nobody in the world trying to model after that. Man.
No.
All right. Good. But when the Israelites get in to see the rulership, everybody's gonna have to come to us. Man. All right.
It says when the Lord's judgments are in the earth, the world shall learn righteousness. Roughly paraphrasing, man. When the real Israelites come into power, the whole entire earth is going to be under a righteous vibration, man. That's that Peter.
Is that Proverbs 29?
Yep. That's right.
It says, and he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion shall go forth the law, and the word of the Lord from Jerusalem.
Right. Like the brother said, he made a good point. That's not happening with them small hatters over there, man. All right, the law ain't going out of Israel right now. All right. That shows you that those are not the true people behind Hashem Yahushai over in that land. Alright? Now when we get set up, that Daniel 7 gonna kick in. That everlasting dominion. Alright? All nations are gonna be subjected to us. Starting with Yahushai and his elect. Okay?
It says verse 4, and he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares, and their spears into pruning hooks.
Right, the Lord's going to beat their ass, take their weapons. It's like how you disarm somebody. Like doing the final move on somebody. Alright?
Nation.
So ultimately what we're preaching is world peace. Alright, we're preaching world peace, and that could only be obtained through Yahushai returning and bringing this devil that's all about war. The Lord got to show him who's really about that action, man.
Right. Right.
It says that the Lord has to destroy him that destroyeth the earth, and reward his servants, the prophets, small and great, that fear his name. That's what Yahushua is returning to do. In 1 Corinthians the 15th chapter, it says that he's coming to bring all dominions under his rule, man, under subjection, under him and his men. The first fruits, man, who we hope to be a part of. And also the kingdom right now, the kingdom is within us. It starts with this word. In the book of Wisdom of Solomon says, wisdom bringeth to a kingdom, therefore you kings of the people honor wisdom that ye may reign forevermore. So it starts with this right here. This is powerful what we doing, man. That's why in the book of Revelations it says, after 3 days and a half, great fear fell upon them which saw them that had the spirit of life upon them, standing upon their feet. All right, you got it?
It says, nations shall not lift up sword against nation.
Hey, since the prophets risen up, America's been on a precipitous decline. In the late 60s,
100 words.
right? They coming down, okay? They've been falling since, and now we at the very end of this bitch, man. The very end of this whore. The very end of the mother of harlots, man. All right?
And the truth is being declared, man. It's tearing this place down, you know?
Can I preach something real quick? Because the brother said about it being manifested, right? This is First Titus, chapter 1, verse 3. But hath in due times manifested his word through preaching which is committed unto me according to the commandments of Yahweh, our Savior. All right? So the word is being manifested through preaching. The things we say are coming to pass. Like you had went into. Now you motherfuckers gonna know a prophet have been amongst you. We've been out here. Hey, the scriptures say rising up early. Luke 1:7, he said the prophets have been of old since the beginning of time, basically, to preach what's going on. Enoch, the seventh of Adam. All right. So this is the very end. All right. When you read Hebrews 11th chapter, it said these have came and died, waiting on the rest. So we still doing the work. So Yahweh Shemel Shai could come back, beat the living shit out of Esau and these heathens, and set us up on high. Ooh.
It says, nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. But I got this is back of the brother. This is Isaiah 44:26. That confirmeth the word of his servant and performeth the counsel of his messengers.
Damn, it says, go ahead.
Yeah, verse 25, that frustrated the tongue. Verse 24, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, thy Redeemer, and he that formed thee from the womb. I am the Lord that maketh all things, that stretcheth forth the heavens alone, that spreadeth abroad the earth by myself, that frustrateth the tokens of the liars, and maketh diviners mad, that turneth wise men backward, and maketh their knowledge foolish.
That's what we see happening with Edom, man. Every decision he's making is a foolish one. Right, he's going on the world stage and basically making enemies with people that already don't like his ass. All right, the Lord is confounded him. What's that song, the second chapter? Why does the heathen rage? All right, but the Lord is going to have you confounded. You're not going to be able to keep. Hey, look, you're not going to keep us in your hands forever. All right, it's not going to happen that way. That's why the Lord is waking up his great army, man. The prophets come out here to do what? So prophesy your downfall, Jeremiah 28:8, man. And it's going to happen. You got it.
Every great kingdom had a downfall, man. So how much more this one, man? So this one I have a great downfall coming to this place.
And not only they have a downfall, they had a downfall according to the word of the Lord.
Yep.
All right, when you read through Daniel, in Daniel 7, Daniel 2, all right, hey, Daniel 11. When you go through these things, the Lord gave specifics on how these kingdoms will rule and how they will fall. And it happened as written. That means the same thing's going to happen to America. And we already seeing it happen. All right, more and more pestilence increasing. We said the arrows were going to go back 2020 when that 19 hit. All right, that 19 hit, brothers did videos, let it be known this is the decline. All right, and what's happening, man? Monkeypox. Y'all ass out here turned to chimpanzees, man. All right, then you got uprisings. Famine increasing. Hey, shit, the famine increasing worldwide. People can't even get fertilizer to grow their crops anymore.
The heat waves worldwide that's fucking up the crops.
Yep, it's like the Lord is hitting you on every side, like it says, Isaiah 47. That perfect storm, man.
In that same chapter, the brother spoke about what? That frustrated the tokens of the diviners. See, that's what Esau counsel is. Esau counsel goes back to witchcraft. In Isaiah 47, it says what? Go to your monthly prognosticators, your astrologers, so forth and so on, man. So that's how the Lord is making their knowledge foolish. Because what? Because that left-hand side energy that he's been giving them, he's drawing it back, man.
Taking it back.
You know? And that's why it says you shall not be able to deliver yourselves in Isaiah 47. It says you wearied yourselves in those sorceries, man. You know? And what? Those things are failing. Why? Because according to, I believe it's Isaiah 19, the Lord said what?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, in verse 11. It says, surely the princes of Zoan are fools, the counsel of the wise counselors of Pharaoh.
And that represents Esau Edom. Because those, the princes of Zoan, that's what? The leaders of Egypt back then. Who are the leaders of Egypt today? You know? So it said what, man? See, the Lord is making, the Lord is showing that this devil, he's a child, like it says in Ecclesiastes, man. You know, it says, woe unto thee, O land, when thy king is a child, man.
You see this devil is unfit to rule, man. You see how he's ruling society now, man. He's unfit to rule. So the Lord got to set up that that righteous kingdom on this planet. That new world order, his world order.
Here's an example of Esau's stupidity, right? They make it clear they're gonna put sanctions on Russia. Russia say we good, we're not worried about these sanctions. We got enough gold reserve, we got enough XYZ to make it through, whatever, right? Meanwhile, the West, Europe, especially Germany, relies on oil from Russia. Russia now sends their turbine to be fixed to pump this fuel to Canada. But Canada is having a hard time shipping it back to Russia because of the sanctions. Canada be breaking the sanctions, they ship it back, man. So right now, Russia's only supplying 40% of the gas that they could be supplying to Europe right now, man. And the Europeans are going back and forth. They divided right now because they want to, certain countries don't want to ration the gas now. They can stock up their reserves. The other countries saying, fuck that. Esau was making dumb decisions. They fucked up their own economy. Those sanctions is also playing a part in the world. All right, the world crops. Because the world is getting fucking fertilizer from Russia. But now, not anymore. Not as much as they could be. And that's affecting the world, all right? You can't grow without it. Esau ruined the planet so much, you can't grow without it. I believe it was Sri Lanka. They tried it, and their crops all failed. All right, the earth is playing. Esau's making dumb decisions, man. He's destroying himself.
I got preachers that consider his end.
And it's written, like the brother said, Pops had mentioned there was a downfall, and Benji mentioned what? According to the scriptures. Right. Well, what did we say about the clay mixed with iron? What did it say about the 10 toes, man? Oh, he said he got it?
Yep. This is the book of Daniel. You can break it down. Daniel 2 and verse, start up. Verse
42?
Yep, 42. And as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men.
Hey, and it says it shall be partly strong and partly broken. That's going into what? The financial status of these different countries, man. Why is Daniel seeing this statue partly clay? When you
even the economy, the monetary basis. Hey, the other part of that clay is him that laughed himself with big clay. That fucking debt, man. So everything, the 10 to ain't none of you guys meshing on the same level no more, man. At all. And it used to be about the American dollar, so on and so forth. But every fucking country is running away from it now, man.
This place, what, $1 trillion in debt, man? How you gonna pay that back?
And stop calling me for my bills, nigga.
Stop calling me for his
Oh no, yep. Back in Daniel 2 and verse 42, it says, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. And whereas thou saw the iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay.
Right, and that's showing you the division that they got, man. Yep. Showing you that they, even when they made that contract, for lack of a better word, when they made that pact, when they made that treaty, that what? They were divided even when they made it, man.
Exactly.
Yeah, that goes back to what he said. It's all according to the Lord's will. What he said in Revelation 17. Hey, let us grab it.
I got it right here. This is the book of Revelation 17 and 16. It says, in the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast,
Which is the EU.
it says, these shall hate the whore and shall make...
It's like, because when you read up in that, it speaks about how the Lord gave power unto those,
it says, these shall hate the whore and shall make her desolate and naked and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
Which, hey, something's going to cause them to decide, fuck America. All right? It could be how they do, how this shit is going in Russia. It could be anything. Lord knows. It involves the economy. Because James the 5th chapter, it says it shall burn you, it shall eat your flesh as a fire. So somehow the economy is going to be wrapped up in it. Whether it's the shit with Russia or just the accumulation of things. Woo. All right? But we know the economy is going to play a part. One thing Esau don't want is you fucking with their money. All right? Go ahead.
Verse 17, it says...
So the EU is going to turn on America.
It says, for Yahweh hath put it into their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of Yahweh shall be fulfilled.
There you go. So it's all about the words of Yahweh Basham, Yahweh Shai. Whatever the Lord said, that's what it must be. What's that? 2 Ezra 6. He that made the world, it must be destroyed by the same who made it. Right? Just like all those other kingdoms failed, this kingdom is falling. When that treaty was set up, it was only meant to last until Esau reached his bounds. And we're here, brothers. All right, so now they're going to turn against this horse. It's only a matter of time.
Right.
Trump went on the world stage and already saw how the world is looking, especially Europe looking at America, man. All right, America first, making American decisions for American interests and involving the rest of Europe. Right. And it's fucking Europe up, man. They're going to get tired of that shit, man. Sure, it's all according to the word of the Lord.
Man, all according to the word.
Verse 18, it says, and the woman which thou sawest is that great city which reigneth over the kings of the earth.
And what city is reigning in America? Hey, what other time period has the kingdom ruled over this much of the earth? Hasn't happened. This is the most, America has ruled most of the earth more than any other kingdom.
So it's called the hammer of the earth.
That's right.
That's talking about Babylon the Great. This war, man, this great harlot.
That oppressive sword.
Right. What's that? Jeremiah 51. He caused all nations to be mad off of wine, man. Same thing is written in Revelations. Right. So it's clearly identified who the fuck and where the fuck this place is at, man. All right. Babylon the Great has the controlling interest in the world.
Yep.
But now, as we've seen in these reports, these Western powers are losing their fucking power, right? Hey, even Europe, hey, when you go into it, a lot of the European countries want to side with Russia, but they're bound by contracts to Babylon the Great, man. Which the brother Benji just said, America's making decisions that's involving everybody else without they fucking say so, man.
Yeah. Hey, well, that Habakkuk says what? We mentioned it earlier about he that ladeth himself with thick clay. Well, on the top of that verse says what? That neither keepeth at home, who has bases all over the earth, man. You see? Look, you got
that was spread thin. Back to Daniel 2 and 44.
I thought you had the Habakkuk.
Yeah. Oh, like my bad. Habakkuk 2 and
6 is it?
verse
5.
Yeah, verse 5. It says, ye also, because he transgresses by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home.
Hey, more stout than his fellow.
That's right, more stout than his fellow.
I was just going to mention about the heavy debt. Well, what's the world currency? It's the dollar. Well, what is the dollar? It's a debt note, man.
Yes.
So it's showing you who it's talking about. You know, it's like, I just wanted to mention that part.
No, it said he is proud, neither keepeth at home. The scripture say pride go up before destruction. Everything is pointing to the destruction of America. All right, the brothers mentioned that the heavy debt, right? And the brothers mentioned how they're divided. The Lord said, "A kingdom that's divided shall not stand." You like that real quick?
Matthew 12 and 25. And Yahweh Shai knew that their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself.
Can you get the Mark 4?
That's what it says. It has it in.
Mark 3 and 23. And he called them unto him and said unto them in parables, how can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but have an end. No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his goods, except he will first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house.
Right, and the Lord says he's coming like a thief in the night. Well, this is part of the robbery. And the vision is the Lord proverbially tying your ass up before you get robbed, man. Yeah.
It says, what's that in Job? It says that terror shall take hold of them on every side, man. So it's like what? Them being bound, man. The Lord putting this dude in a pit, for lack of a better word, man. You You know, this nigga's in a jam that he cannot escape. It says it in the book of Micah, man.
Put him in a hard place.
The Lord said that he will put them in a place where they can't remove their necks. Roughly paraphrasing, you know.
They were in the trick bag, man. The end for him is not looking good, you know.
12 tribes of Israel. 12 tribes of Israel. Yes, 12 children. 12 children of Jacob.
That's right.
Right?
Yep.
Where's Joseph?
Joseph is Ephraim and Manasseh. Remember, Joseph got two portions. He got Ephraim and Manasseh. When you read through it, he got the blessing. Those are the two sons of Joseph. They was counted as Jacob's children.
Yeah, but they were counted Jacob's children.
Yes. Get the
Joseph wasn't.
Joseph is
Joseph got
interchangeable.
two portions. Go ahead. Get the Joseph. Let's let the scriptures break it down for you. Get the Genesis first.
Genesis 48. Genesis 48 and verse 1. Kind of 1.
Yeah, that's cool.
Genesis 48 and 1. And it came to pass after these things that one told Joseph, behold, thy father is sick. And he took with him two sons, Manasseh and Ephraim. And one told Jacob and said, behold, thy son Joseph cometh unto thee. And Israel strengthening himself and sat upon the bed. And Jacob said unto Joseph, God Almighty appeared unto me at Luz in the land of Canaan, and blessed me, and said unto me, behold, I will make thee fruitful, and multiply thee, and will make thee of a multitude of people, and will give thee land to thy seed after thee forever, for an everlasting possession. And now thy two sons, Ephraim and Manasseh, which were born unto thee in the land of Egypt, before I came unto thee into Egypt, are mine, as Reuben and Simeon.
So as Reuben and Simeon are counted as Jacob's children, Ephraim and Manasseh are counted as Jacob's children. So that's the 12.
They shall be mine, and thy issue which thou begettest after them shall be thine, and shall be called after the name of their brethren in their inheritance.
Oh, I see what happened. So Reuben wasn't. You saying they took it? No, Reuben was.
Reuben
Is
still,
Benjamin. Yeah.
no, Reuben still got his portion. When you read through Joshua, these 12 all got inheritance. These are the 12 that they all got inheritance. Remember, one half tribe of Ephraim and Manasseh on one side of the flood, and the other half tribes on the other side of the flood. They was counted as their own tribe of Israel. Okay. Ephraim got, sorry, Joseph got two portions. He got the double blessing.
That's how I understand what you're saying. The double blessing. Thank you. Thank you for educating us. What tribe you from? What tribe am I from?
Yes, I'm asking now, what's your deal?
I'm Maltese. You know Maltese? Maltese. So I'm more, my blood is more of Muslim.
Right. Hey, you know, Paul got stranded on the
Then
island.
Paul got shipwrecked.
Yeah.
So
and there were believers there. So
the
let you know
believers
that
are big.
there were Israelites
Oh, yeah.
that were
Oh,
in
yeah.
that island of Malta, man.
Because of Paul. Paul converted the entire island to Christianity.
But the only way to conversion is you have to be an Israelite first.
The word convert means to return. You look up the word convert, it means to return.
So it lets you know that those people that was in that land, they were of the tribes of Israel. They were one of those tribes. They were one of those tribes. It didn't say which one, but they were one of those tribes. Because the tribes of Israel got scattered throughout the earth, and we forgot our heritage, we forgot our lineage and who we are. But you see, this word, what we're teaching now, is bringing us back into that.
Oh, that's cool.
You know?
That's cool.
This is James 1:1. James, a servant of God and of the Lord, Yahweh Shai Mashiach, to the 12 tribes which are scattered abroad, greetings.
To the 12 tribes scattered abroad, man. The diaspora, which what is the scattering of the Israelites, man, the real Israelites. Okay, and that was a curse that was placed upon us, that we would go into captivity under all nations under the earth, under all everybody on the earth, man.
That was part of what the Lord called being brought to the lowest of hell. You read Deuteronomy, one of those parts of that lowest hell is being scattered.
Was that Isaiah the 11th chapter? The Lord said he was going to gather his outcasts
Yep.
from the four corners of the earth.
First. I got another precept towards the Ephraim thing, just for the sake of edification. This is First Chronicles 5:1. Now the sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel, he was the firstborn. For as much as he defiled his father's bed, his birthright was given to the sons of Joseph, the son of Israel, and the genealogy is not to be reckoned after the birthright. So that birthright went to Joseph. He got two portions. All right, Ephraim and Manasseh. And Joseph predominantly been referred to either as Ephraim is referred to as Joseph or Ephraim. And I want to make a correction of something I said. I said these 12 all inherited lands. When you read through Joshua, the slip of the tongue, because Levi didn't inherit a land, they got the suburbs. But Dan was so damn wicked into idolatry, they don't have a portion of land, or they're not mentioned in Revelation. It's the 12. They still Israelites. More likely they'll be scattered throughout these tribes. We'll see, the Lord knows. But they're not mentioned in Revelation as getting it. Levi now is getting their land. Because that covenant was a foreshadow of things to come. All right, the heavenly priesthood. Now Levi get a land. They got a gate. In Revelation, they got one of the gates. So they got a land now. You know?
This is Ezekiel 37 and 15. The word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick, and write upon it for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions. Then take another stick, and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel, his companions.
There you go. So Joseph is referred to as Ephraim. All right? Because Joseph got two portions. And his two portions is Ephraim and Manasseh. No, it's the same thing. You can say Joseph or you can say Ephraim.
That's why in Revelation 12, it don't say Ephraim. It says 12,000 out of the tribe of Joseph. And it also mentions Manasseh. So who's missing out of that? It's Ephraim, man. So Ephraim and Joseph are interchangeable, you know?
And that Ezekiel is heavy, because that's this right here. That's Ezekiel being fulfilled right now. You see the stick in the hand with the companions of Judah and the companions of Ephraim, man. With the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom, man.
This one.
Okay? I got it.
Verse 17. And join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thine hand.
And that's what the Lord is doing. He's bringing us back together. There's multiple different. That's right. It's the gathering, man. It's the assembly of the Lord's outcasts. He's bringing us back together, man. Okay, we're returning unto Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai.
Right.
We're returning on who we are, our heritage, man. All right? And soon everything is about to be brought and given unto us, man. It says the meek shall inherit the earth.
Right.
Okay?
I got two for y'all, brother, real quick. This is the book of
one precept limit.
Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 17. But upon Mount Zion shall be deliverance, and there shall be holiness, and the house of Jacob shall possess their possessions. In the house of Jacob shall be a fire, in the house of Joseph a flame, in the house of Esau for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for the Lord Yahweh hath spoken it, according to the word of the Lord.
Right, so both of the nations, well, Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom, want to become one again, which they're starting now. All right, the Lord is going to raise us up. All right, He says we want to take their possessions. So that land south of Judah, which is Edom, all that area is going to be ours, man. And eventually, right, we're going to round Esau, Edom up, and put him in the pit like Isaiah speaks of, man. He's going to be visited after many days, and then he's going to be eradicated. Thus saith Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. It says not one shall be remaining in the house of Esau. Right? That's men, women, and children, man. All right?
Over with.
The same thing you guys try to commit to us, genocide, the Lord is actually going to take it out upon you. All right? Micah talks about the tribes coming together and beating in pieces many people. All right? So hey, look, the judgment is coming, man.
Right. It says, and they of the south shall possess the mount of Esau, and they of the plain of the Philistines, and they shall possess the fields of Ephraim, and the fields of Samaria. And Benjamin shall possess Gilead, and the captivity of this host of the children of Israel shall possess that of the Canaanites, even unto Zarephath.
We're getting our inheritance back, plus more. All right, the whole earth and all the planets, so forth and so beyond. All right, the Lord is. Hey, we read it earlier. It says it is His good pleasure to give us the kingdom, man. All right, glory, riches, peace, not being able to go off and sin, rulership.
I go to prepare a place for you.
Right.
It says in
the scripture say, he that overcometh shall inherit all things. The Lord said, because you've been faithful over a few things, I'll give you authority over many cities. He's coming to really upgrade us, man. Starting with his elect, all right? And us being a hopeful elect, man, hey, we hoping to get all that, man. It says, he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, the same shall get power over the nations, man. Power over the whole entire earth, man.
That's right. Hey, you had a couple months back, you had some dumb nigga talking about, well, it sounds like being an Israelite is a downgrade. You a dummy.
Oh yeah, Charleston White.
Because hey, this is an upgrade through the spirit, man. See, in Sirach, the 22nd chapter, see, he's looking at the state of Israel right now, right? But see, we gotta suffer in order to be exalted, man. Exactly. It tells us in Sirach, the 22nd chapter, it says not to always contemn a low estate. Exactly. You see? So we're in a beautiful position right now. Why? Like it says in the book of Tobit, man. Tobit told his son Tobias, he said, man, fear not that we are made poor. He said, but we have great wealth if we fear the Lord and do what's pleasing unto him in his sight, man. You know? Woo. See, the Lord is going to show forth his strength and might unto the lowly, man. That's what's written. You see? He said, I use the things that's not to bring to naught the things that are, man. So the Lord going to manifest that, man. It shows the Lord's power that he exalted these lowly men. Right?
And what's in Wisdom of Solomon? Are these the ones we had in derision?
Right.
These little niggas now? How's they numbered amongst the children of the Most High? Because you guys look down upon us. Proverbs, like the brother Matt said. You guys are going to be confounded in your how about you now shot rates us up. Matter of fact, in Wisdom of Solomon, the 2nd chapter, you said let him prove. Let's prove and see if he's the son of the Most High. So hey, you asked for it, now you're going to see it.
We'll claim them.
Right.
This is 1 Corinthians 1. And what's attached to it. This is 1 Corinthians 1 and 26. For you see your calling, brethren, how that not many wise men after the flesh, not many mighty, not many noble are called. But the Most High have chosen the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. And the Most High have chosen the weak things of the world to confound the things which are mighty. That shows the might of the Lord. Look, here you go, some jakes from the south side of Chicago. Some people say that's the worst place in the country, right?
Yep. Right.
All right? And you got men from these different hoods across the country. But you also got men from the birds, man. The Lord is gathering us up, but either way, we all from a lower state. Are we not professors? We're not the mightiest orators. All right? We're not a man that has a big platform and stage. All right? But the Lord is taking his kingdom down by his word that we're speaking, man. And base things of the world and things which are despised have things that are despised. So he called us the downgrade. You know, look, man, the Lord chose, he's dealing with the lowly. And base things of the world, and Yahweh himself say, he is lowly.
It says the meek, the lowly, shall inherit the earth.
Exactly.
Everything about to be given unto us, man.
What was said about Yahweh says, what good thing can come out of
right.
Nazareth? Right? Because that was basically like the hood. Like, what good thing come out of there? Well, Yahweh did, man.
Before honor is humility, man.
That's right. That's right. And base things of the world and things which are despised. So like, you say something?
No.
And base things of the world and things which are despised have the Most High chosen. Yeah, and things which are not, to bring to naught things that are, that no flesh should glory in his presence. But of him are ye in Mashiach Yahushai, who of the Most High has made unto us wisdom and righteousness and sanctification and redemption. That according as it is written, he that glorieth, let him glory in the Lord. So that's real glory. You're looking for some worldly glorious honor. They ain't nobody. If you looking for some shit, some people that got some worldly honor, that's nothing. You have to do wickedness, and you promote wickedness to have that honor. The world will love his own. All right? But the Lord is using the lowly to shut your mouth, man, to show his might. All right?
Right, looking for like honor in the world and shit, that only lasts so long. Because people, famous people and shit, later on, people forget about them. Yep. New people come up. You know, and it's like a rinse and repeat cycle. But the ones that are written in the book of life, you know, that's going to be forever.
That's right. Hey, because throughout our history, man, hey, the Lord blessed us so much at certain points within our history that heathen even wanted to be us, man. That's where we get Purim from. You see, when they seen the deliverance in the Persian Empire, man, they was like, look, the fear came on them. They was like, look, man, we gonna become like y'all.
Numbers 23.
Yeah, he hoped to be like us, man. You see, even it's not written in the scriptures, but it's recorded in the Josephus that Alexander showed favor unto the Israelites. And then it's another city that tried to claim the same lineage and found out they wasn't, and Alexander fucked their ass up, man. Because they tried to get the same privilege or the same blessings, you know, from Alexander that the Lord gave unto us through him, man. You see? So it's gonna be manifested in the kingdom of heaven, man. And your motherfucking head gonna be down, boy.
That's right. Like even in this lower state now, hey, everybody want to be up.
Yeah, well, I think that's Sirach 10, the last two verses, if I'm not mistaken. It speaks about he that is honored and he that is hated in riches, and that's Esau Edom today, man. Right. Look, this devil got the resource, he got the whole earth, he got the dew of heaven, and yet he's hated on this earth, man. How much more when this devil is brought low? You got it,
This is Sirach chapter 10 and 30. The poor man is honored for his skill.
No, what is 29?
Verse 29, who will justify him?
No, you're right, you got it.
Verse 30, the poor man is honored for his skill, and the rich man is honored for his riches. He that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches?
He that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches, man? Look at our lower state, but yet the whole world emulate us, man. Right. The whole world try to be us without trying to be us, man. Meaning they try to copy our swag, they try to copy our spirit and how we move, but they don't want to be Jake. They don't want to be in that position. You know?
Y'all see the video of the cheerleaders, the Jake cheerleaders, like, you can't mess with us. And then the white girl tried to do it all off beat and shit.
Bring it on.
Yeah, I saw that.
Trying to steal that shit.
Yeah, it was a real white bring it on, bro.
Spirit fingers.
It was on TikTok, it was bugged out.
Spirit fingers.
Oh, you even got Ethiopians claiming to be us. You got Esau claiming to be us. Everybody wants to be the children of Abraham. Everybody wants to be the sons of Isaac, the angelic sons of Isaac. Everybody wants to be the prince of the power. Are the descendants of Jacob, man? Talking about some downgrade.
They don't want to
When
deal
you
with
read
this
the
part,
prophecy
though.
shit, why wouldn't you want to?
They don't want to deal with this part, though.
Right.
It says,
That's the point. They'll deal with the sweet, they don't want to deal with that bitter part. You know, even our people don't want to deal with it.
Fuck y'all,
And it's
man.
written in Ecclesiastes. The Lord said if this was meant for the heathens, they would have listened.
Yeah.
Yup.
Right.
Yup, Ezekiel.
But you stiff-necked Israelites, man. That's why the Lord's going to do a number on you bastards during Jacob's trouble, man. All right? Hey, you got niggas already want to kill that Charleston white nigga. All right? I hope the Lord just opened up on his ass, man.
it says, he that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches? And he that is dishonorable in riches, how much more in poverty?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. So this devil hated now, just wait till the kingdom of heaven, man. If he despised now and he owned the whole world, just imagine when this devil ain't got a speck of dirt. That hole his ass gonna be in, that don't even belong to him. You know? Y'all got it, whatever y'all got it, man.
I got one real quick. It's 1 Corinthians chapter 7 and verse 31. It says, and they that use this world, as not abusing it, it says, for the fashion of this world passeth away. You know, that was just a quick point. You know, like the brothers was mentioning earlier, man. You know, in the kingdom, man, you're not gonna remember these, you know, so-called celebrities that you know that's super famous on this side, man. That you know that you know got their constellation and you know basically sold out, all right, just to get the riches and the fame of this world, man. All right, that's all gonna be passed away. You know,
This shit's temporal, man. man. This ain't eternity, man. Why trade in your investment now for this crap when we in it for the long run, man?
Right.
We're taking off the mortal and putting on the immortal, man.
Right.
We're going through the trials and tribulations, making the sacrifice now, so Yahweh Shem Yahushai could honor us in the end. All right, so Yahweh Shai, as our lawyer, all right, is going to stand up and defend us. Right? He says, him that denied me, I will deny him before my Father and the angels, man. All right. So that's what's going to happen to a lot of you niggas.
Yeah, and what did he say? He that confessed me,
Yep.
will I confess before the Father and the angels,
Right.
man. Hey, that's a heavy confirmation right there, man.
Right.
To have Yahweh Shai like, no, this my man's. Like, imagine that, man.
Yeah, that's heavy.
He said, I'm gonna confess you before my Father and the angels. You know don't you know, like when a motherfucker high up in the company, they give you what is that, like a recommendation or a commendation or something? Bro, that's the highest commendation you can get, man.
It's like being moved forward in it's a parable about being at the wedding. Basically,
Right.
Yep.
Yep. Why? Because you humbled yourself first. You didn't go straight to the high seat, man. Hey, and what did Yaquan mention, man? He said these guys that got names here in this society, Michael Jordan, motherfucking LeBron James, these niggas, guess what, bro? These niggas' names not gonna be remembered in the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
You see that? The perfect example of that is Genesis the 6th chapter. It says the sons of God came into the daughters of men, and they became men of renown. Meaning during that time, those men were famous, right? What's them niggas' names? Exactly, man. In Sirach the 44th chapter, what do it say? It says there be some that walk this earth that left not a name as if they haven't been here, man. I'm roughly paraphrasing it, man. And that's what's gonna happen to these guys, man. You know?
Yeah, the only names you remember is the men that were saved, man. All right, he ain't even mention that.
The righteous. Enoch. Seth.
Abraham.
You know, Seth, like I said, he then they began to call upon the name of the Lord. So it was made clear. We remember Seth. Remember Enoch. We remember Noah.
Even Abel.
Yeah, we remember Abel.
And the scriptures talk about leaving a good name.
Yeah. Because it says what? It says righteousness is immortal, man. So he that worketh righteousness, hey, look, you know, these names we mentioned, these names are still here to this day. To the point where once again, you got people trying to be us. Trying to call themselves the son of Abraham. Shows you how great Abraham is, man. I'm one of the tribes of Jacob, showing you how great Jacob is, man.
Right.
You know?
I got it real quick. This 1 Peter 1:7, because the brother Shapaya mentioned, hey, Yahweh Shai is our lawyer. He's standing up for us, so we got to stand up for him, man. It's an equal righteous trade-off, man. 1 Peter 1:7, that the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perish, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearance of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. And that's what it is, man. So when the Lord appeared, hey, man, we labor, we go through what we go through, we sacrifice so that we can be with him when he appears, so we can be accepted, so he can confess us, so that we can get away from the destruction, man. You know, but right now, we on trial, man. We on trial, man. This is the trial of our faith, man. We being tested, we being proven to see if you're worthy, see if you really want it. And that's what it's about, man. We got to keep fighting and enduring.
I got one for you. This Wisdom of Solomon 9:6. But though a man be never so perfect among the children of men, that if thy wisdom be not with him, he shall be nothing regarded. So look, you can have a great name amongst the children of men. You can be counted as some high and mighty, perfect dude according to the world. But without the Lord's wisdom, you shall not be regarded, man. You will not be remembered.
So if you say wisdom leading to a kingdom, the wisdom we got right here is what's going to give us that righteous kingdom, man. The wisdom of this world is foolish and is foolish. And you see where it leads to, man. That death and destruction, man. We should be focusing on the things that are temporal, but focusing on the things that are forever, eternal. You know?
Yeah. And the Lord don't give a fuck about what your name is in this world, man, or your status in this world. All right, he only cares if you, like the brother just read, is if his wisdom is dwelling with you. It says in the book of Wisdom of Solomon that the Lord careth for his elect. He don't care about nobody else, man.
That's right.
All right, it says that he loveth the gates of Zion more than all the dwellings of Jacob, man. And this is the gates, man. Okay, this is the gates. Speaking uprightly. All right, reproving, rebuking, exhorting with long suffering and doctrine, man. Who dwell at the gates? The elders and the heads and the rulers of the people, man. Okay?
Right.
That's who the Lord loves. That's who the Lord cares about, man. You don't give a damn about no LeBron James, and that's about to be seen. You don't give a damn about no Stephen Curry. That's about to be seen. That's about to be shown.
They already got their reward.
Hey, what was up, buddy, in the Maccabees? How he wanted to make a name for himself, and he was doing some raw ass shit. Right, but what happened? For trying to be raw, trying to be somebody, you know.
He became the elephant in the room.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, now that's gonna be example of people trying to make it in this world. You know, you're just gonna. At the end of the day, it's unprofitable. You know, shit. We ain't out here trying to make a name for ourselves. Hey, Yahweh willing, in the kingdom of heaven, hey, we'll get that glory with Yahweh Shai.
And that's why now Wisdom of Solomon in the 5th chapter says, what is our riches and our bounty profiting us? What is our crime profiting us? You know? They're gonna recognize like, man, none of this shit even matter, man. When all shit
Hey, King Solomon said it. It's all vanity. Even being at the height of your riches, man.
That's right.
You know? It's nothing without the wisdom of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and that's what it boils down to.
Hey, it says, unless the Lord build the house, he that buildeth him, he that labor in vain, man. So anything that you build in America, that's all vanity. But what we're building, which is the tabernacles of rebuilding through the Spirit of Christ, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, which is the kingdom of heaven, the tabernacles of David, that's eternal, that's everlasting, man. That's what we reap into, man. It says reap to the Spirit, so that the Spirit you shall reap everlasting life. So to the Spirit, so that the Spirit you can reap everlasting life, man. But if you sow to the flesh, you shall reap corruption. All right, go ahead.
It's the book of Proverbs 22:3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself. And this world is evil. This world is going to get destroyed. The scripture says so, whether you believe it or not, man. In order for you to be prudent, you got to have the law, statutes, commandments, even know how to move. Wisdom got to meet you in every thought so you can know what is of a higher and profitable moral standard, man. So you can make your proper decision. The proper decision is withdraw yourself from this world and wait on the Lord. Constantly endure. Be washed by the word. Rehearse the righteous acts. Grow and live in the word until the Lord come back, man. Hold on to the Lord. And that's the most wisest decision you can do, man. You know, it says, but the simple pass on and are punished. Only a simple person will regard all the knowledge that's been coming out since Abba Bivens, that's coming out now, that our elders and apostles brought out. You gotta be simple to reject all that for a job, for a car, for a house, for a woman, for any career. And you're gonna be the simple gonna get punished for that, man. That's some simple shit. You'll give up all this, what's written, knowing it's true. You'll give it all up to chase these things and believe in this place, man. That's some simple shit. But the scripture says, man, the simple are gonna be punished according to their the ungodly shall be punished according to their imaginations. For having neglected the righteousness of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man.
And they love simplicity at the end of the day, like Proverbs talks about. Right? The shit of this world is simple. And if you're not filtering your life through the scriptures, through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, it's all vanity, man. Alright? And you're gonna die a heathen's death, man. Alright? And what we're doing is Isaiah 58:1, man. Going out, hitting the highways and byways, warning our people from the destruction that's coming, and tell them to get right. Alright?
That's what Jeremiah 44 says, man. Starting at verse 4. I sent you our servants, the prophets rising early, saying, do not these abominable things that I hate. You know, and of course, some people are hard-headed, man, stiff-necked. So what they do, they pull the shoulder. They don't want to be saved, man.
Yeah, and that's why they're about to be destroyed. It says our people is destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because they are rejecting knowledge, I will also reject them. Alright? And their children, man. That's about to be shown in the neighborhood near you. You and your children's gonna be rejected when there's no food in the street, in the stores, man. But the Lord's gonna feed his servants. You know?
Our children in the house
This is a song, man, Project Pat made in the late 90s, man. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. That's this war. And what I mean by that, I'm talking about what? These Israelites, man. You know, because they want to continue to play the whore. You see? They want to continue to play the harlot, man. Ezekiel 23, the issue of flesh. You know? See, these people are going after their lovers, and guess what the Lord is going to do? The Lord is going to send those lovers right after your ass, man.
He said that lover shall despise you.
Yeah.
Thou rentest thyself in vain.
And it speaks about how the Lord is going to cause their mind to alienate from their lovers. So the Lord is going to cause these people to despise the lovers, and then their lovers going to come fuck you up, man. So it's a lose-lose situation for these people, man. Like the brother said, if we're not filtering our lives through the spirit of power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, your ass gonna die to, hey, what it says in Jeremiah 9, if I'm not mistaken. Speaks about how they'll get punished with the uncircumcised, man.
Because they're uncircumcised in heart.
That's right.
I got one for you. This Jeremiah 30 and 12. For thus saith Yahweh, thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous. There is none to plead thy cause, that thou mayest be bound up. Thou hast no healing medicine. All thy lovers have forgotten thee. They seek thee not. For I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy, with the chastisement of a cruel one, for the multitude of thy iniquity, because thy sins were increased. So instead of returning to the Lord now, you continue to sin. You call these great plagues in this lower state. All right, all the judgment deal, you call them peace. All right, so what's going to get? What's left for you, man? Something off the savory. But to be tried over with feet, man. Why criest thou for thine affliction? Thy sorrow is incurable for the multitude of thy iniquity. Because thy sins were increased, I have done these things unto thee. So you seek after your lovers, these heathens, but the Lord said you get punched with the punishment of an enemy. Your lovers are your enemies, man. And they finna show you, even though they ain't showing you right now, you're so being dumb. And they finna show you hardcore, man. Esau finna come back with that old hatred, man.
Yeah.
All right, he's gonna come down with that great wrath, man. You see, he's going out of power. He ain't gonna go down without fucking up some niggas. Hey, you got examples of that in the Maccabees and in the town of Greece. Motherfucker couldn't win the war, so it's like, fuck it, I'm gonna
The Romans kicked his ass back. He went to Israel.
And even though one Ptolemy, I can't think of his name right now, he went back, this is in the third Maccabees, he went back to Egypt and started fucking the Jews up. It's Ptolemy basically fucking. You gotta convert to what we own. And he wanna convert you, really he wanna fuck us up. And it says, so you don't seem to just hate us, he said, whichever do decide to convert and follow, change and follow our ways, they'll be straight. He really want to fuck us up, man. They ain't gonna go down without no fight.
Well, Ezekiel tells them they got a perpetual hatred for us, man. And Ezekiel, what's that, 35?
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So they gonna always hate us. It ain't nothing you can do with the devil to love you and give you equal rights or any of the things like that. Get peace. You're gonna get peace with the Lord and change what's happening.
This is the book of Sirach, better known as Ecclesiastes 12 and 10. It says, never trust thy enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Who was our enemy? It started with the so-called white man, these Edomites. It says, verse 11, it says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. Right, talking about his characteristics. You know, you're supposed to be taking, aware of Esau's characteristics. You know, what he did to us in slavery, what he did to the northern kingdom. And it says, and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not altogether been wiped away. Right, so this is the same man, going all the way back to Esau. Nothing has changed. As the brother said, thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
Micah chapter 2 verse 10, it says, arise and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sure destruction. And that's what we have to do, man. Like brother Brian was saying, man. The smartest thing to do, man, is just to, basically, depart from the ways of this world, way to the Lord, man. Alright, because that's how you're gonna be saved, basically, man. Alright.
No, because if you don't, like y'all try to ask Peter, y'all leave me too. Where should we go? You have your words to live a life. It's already hell out there. So imagine that without wisdom. You just have no hope in the world. That's all.
Hey, that's Ephesians 2. Tell people in the world with no hope. What's up, man? It's protected, but we y'all expect Esau to continue on. That shit's going down the drain. Alright? Don't trust in the shadow of Egypt shall be your shame, man. You're gonna fall with this damn boy.
Hebrews 13 and 14. For here, it says, for here have we no continual city, but we seek one to come. Like the brother was saying, this stuff is not about to continue on, man. The wickedness of this place cannot continue, man. It's just going to lead to death and destruction, man. So we're not seeking the things here. We're seeking that the kingdom because we know that's forever. That's when we're going to have peace and rest. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to have rest in this place, man. You know, this devil is trying to kill us, man. In any type of form or fashion, man. He wants us dead. Because he know that the kingdom to come is ours, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like when your house sitting down with sound down.
Right, what's that? They're trying to be the wicked short, but for a moment, right? And
Right, that nigga couldn't even say hooray. He just got to
by keeping God's law, statutes, and commandments, you know, under the second covenant, the children of Israel, we're never going to be able to go off. We're going to basically be perfect, which means what? We're going to live forever in righteousness. We ain't going to be doing none of this wicked stuff. All right, so Esau's blessing was a temporary kingdom for him to rule in wickedness. But once this is over, our righteousness is going to rule forever. What is that? It goes like a drop. Right. It's like a time for eternity or something like that. Drop of soul. So it's going to be forever. It's going to be forever.
Yeah, the world, it said world without end. It's world without end, man. In the rulership, that's it, man. Hey, you shall no more carry us away into captivity, as it says in Lamentations. You persecuted Jerusalem for the last time, man. That's it, all right? Now, one more you lie, you're going to pick up the wicked of our nation, which the Lord is going to lie to do, and that's it for you, man. Okay?
I got that pressure. This is Daniel chapter.
This is Sirach 18 and 9. The number of a man's days at the most are 100 years. As a drop of water into the sea, and a gravel stone in comparison of the sand, so are 1,000 years to the days of eternity.
That's what we got to look forward to, eternity, man. That's a short moment. He said he shall be loose for a little season, like the back part of the road. Trying to look at short. It's about for a moment, man. Your moment's over with, man. You're 15 minutes of thing is finished, man.
Bro, he compared, look at the comparison. He said a drop compared to the ocean. A gravel stone compared to the sand. And it says that's 1,000 years. This devil ain't even ruled 1,000 years. He ain't even got a full gravel stone.
Damn, he got a full drop.
You know?
Half a drop.
showing you when he compared it, man.
Damn.
You know?
It's God time.
It says that's compared to the days of eternity, man.
Oh my God.
Sirach 37:25. It says, the days of the life of man may be numbered, but the days of Israel are innumerable.
Woo! That's mighty
We're
and
going to
comfort.
have the last, all right, 1,000 years in captivity. And then after that, hey, the heathens are going to be happy. You know, the earth is going to be a paradise again. And the animals are going to be at peace. The trees.
Esau gonna be gone forever.
He's gonna be like a vision of the night.
Yeah.
Like, ain't nobody thinking about the news they flush.
His ass gonna be out of there.
This is the book of Revelations 21 and 4. It says, and Yahweh shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, neither sorrow nor crying, neither shall there be any more pain, for the former things are passed away. Right, this current society that we're living in right now, you know, it's going to be what? Former things is what? How much more time? You know, we live in this place of life.
Oh man, that shit gonna be wrong. Ain't gonna be no more White Castle.
Yeah. This is Daniel chapter 7, verse 18. It says, the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever
Man.
And the saints is who? The people on this side, man. Who the Lord made a covenant with. Starting with the elect, man. The holy ones. Alright?
That's right.
Now, again, starting with the elect. The elect ones that's the holy, man. That's what's separate from the rest of the people. That's who the Lord is building. That's who the covenant is starting with, man. It says in the book of Isaiah 59, it says, my covenant is with you that turn from transgression within Jacob and your seed forever. So it starts with the elect on down to the rest of the earth, man.
I got one more. So Proverbs 24 and verse 20. Matter of fact, I'm starting verse 19. It says, fret not thyself because of evil men, neither be envious of the wicked, but there shall be no reward to the evil man.
Yeah, and that's in the book of Psalms. He said, I was envious of the wicked until I knew their end. Roughly paraphrasing what the psalmist said, man. In Psalm 73, man. So what's their end? Their end is worms, man. Their end is desolation. Their end is destruction. Alright? But there is no righteous, there is no end to the righteous though, man. Okay? There's no reason to be envious and desiring what these people got, man. But they got to be taken away from you. Stripped from everything very, very soon. When we got him be taken away from us. If we destroy up our treasures in heaven, we're mocking up who is not corrupt. With these do not break, through and steal. Alright, go ahead.
That's right. It says, verse 20. It says, for there shall be no reward to the evil man. The candle of the wicked shall be put out.
Yo, hey, Lord about to put your fucking lights out, man. Okay? The Lord about to put the lights out of this bitch, man. Alright? Only the candle of Zion is going to burn forever, man. Okay? We going to rule forever and ever, and everything is going to be in subjection unto us. Alright? Specifically, I don't want to reconcile we had that number, the first fruits, and we going to get the best of the best. We going to have our choice. Alright? Of the bunch. Okay? Go ahead.
Psalm 37:1, fret not thyself because of evil, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity. For they shall soon be cut down like the grass.
They shall soon be cut down like the grass soon, and very soon, go ahead.
And wither as the green herb.
Trust this place is withering. It's in the facts of this world passes away, man.
Once again, these comparisons, man, it's heavy. How often you just cut your grass, you know what I'm saying? You go outside, be like, God damn, I just cut this shit. It's time to cut it again. That's how quick this is happening, man. And it says it's withered like the flower. You know? You might see a certain flower blossom, be like, damn, that flower pretty as hell. You come the next day, it started to wither, man. You like, it just blossomed. You know? How quick this place is going to go down, man. You know? And like it says in Habakkuk, it says, though it tarry, wait for it.
Wait for it.
Surely come, it will not tarry. See, we in the spirit, when we meditate in the spirit, this place really ain't got long, man. But if you in the flesh and carnal thinking, well then it's gonna feel like forever. You know? But in the spirit, we see these things there. That expectation is there. See, look, it's talked about our forefathers, man, in the faith that they had. It said what? That they saw those things afar off, thousands of years ago, but yet they hoped in it in those times. Well, how much more when we see this thing X amount of close, roughly, whatever the hell I just said, man. It's right around the corner, man. You know?
And this is that green tree that's being dried out. You know, this place is getting dried out, man.
Like an old bitch.
It says, verse 3, trust in the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and do good. So shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desire of thine heart.
Delight thyself in the Lord, and serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. He's going to give you all the desires of our heart, man. Alright? Things that we don't even know we want. Alright? He's going to give it to us and then some, man.
What did Paul say? He said that he seen things in heaven that he can't even utter.
Ooh.
He'll be going off damn near trying to speak about it, you know? There ain't even words in this language to even explain.
Couldn't articulate it.
Right. That's just like, come on, man. Who don't want that? Y'all want this concrete? Y'all want this pollution in the air?
Yeah.
Y'all want this defiled ass food? Shit, y'all can have that.
Polluted as women.
You know, as the scripture say, you know, the Lord, the mansion is how's it going? The Lord's house is many mansions.
John 12.
It says, delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Commit thy way to the Lord.
Damn, commit thy way. That's what. This is the committed relationship that I'm in.
Wow.
I'm committed to the Lord. All right, I'm committed to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. I'm committed to this work, to this word, man.
Faithful.
All right, that's what's gonna elevate me. That's what's gonna upgrade me, man. That's what I'm faithful to. Yeah.
Right. Hey,
That's it. It says those that are. It says those that were ready when I'm trying to quote something else. The book of Revelation says that they followed the Lamb whithersoever he went. And they were faithful. It says in the book of Luke, when the Son of Man comes, shall he find faith on earth? He's come and looking for the ones that's committed onto him. Blessed is that servant who, when his Lord comes, shall find him doing. He shall make him a ruler over all his goods, man. So whenever Yahweh shall return, we gotta be on go. We gotta be ready. That's how we gonna get the desires of our heart. That's how we gonna get rewarded. That's how we gonna get beamed up into the chariots. These things will be destruction, man.
It says, commit thy way to the Lord, trust also in him, and he shall bring it to pass.
And he shall bring it to pass. No ifs, ifs, or buts about it. It's gonna happen, man. All right, and I'll read this real quick. It's Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 15. It says, for righteousness is immortal. Okay? Righteousness is immortal. In the book of Proverbs, it says, the pathway of the just or the righteous will shine brighter and brighter unto the perfect day, man. So we just get stronger and stronger. We get, our glow is getting brighter and brighter unto the return of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. And when he returns, he's going to perfect us, man. We're going to be perfect beings. That's what's written, okay? And everything that's written has been happening. So us becoming perfect beings is definitely going to happen, man.
that's right.
He's going to turn us from mortals to immortals. He's going to turn us from corruptible beings to incorruptible beings, man. And that's the ones that's hold fast unto the end. Should be steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord, for we know that our labor is not in vain. I got one more. It says, but ungodly men with their works and words called it to them, for when they thought to have it, their friend, they consumed to naught and made a covenant with it because they are worthy to take part with this. That's pretty much it on that, man. All right? These people, all right, are going to die. Everybody that's invested in America is going to perish with America, man.
That's right.
To say no hand, join the hand, the wicked shall not be unpunished, man. So you join with this place, you're going to be thrust through with this place, man. You're going to partake in the judgment of Babylon, man. But the Lord is going to extract these people. That's in the book of Revelation, the 18th chapter. Come out of her, my people, so that you don't be partakers of her sins. That's the chariots beaming up the elect of the Lord, man.
That's right. That's right.
Real quick, this is 2nd Esdras 8 and 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter times shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. So great misery is coming to this place because, hey, this place is nothing but perpetuate pride, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? But the Lord says he's coming back to those that are humble and
Yep.
of a contrite spirit. You know? I'll read on, it says, but understand thou for thyself and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. For unto you is paradise open. See, that's what we want, man. And paradise, the kingdom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, how could you want this over paradise? This ain't paradise, man. It's a path to keep jumping. Okay? Paradise is when the air is clean. Paradise is when the water is not polluted. Paradise is when the food is actually food. You don't have traffic trying to teach your children how to eat. That's what being taught to your children. And you want to choose this over paradise, man?
Who want that? Shit. Over with.
It's like Batman with Bane. All those prisoners, they was too scared to try to fight the man of God that day. Now, when Batman came from Bruce Wayne,
fresh like a vacuum. What you waiting down there? Everybody else is content with getting the love.
Shit.
Verse 52, for unto you is paradise open, the tree of life is budded, the time to come is prepared. Plentiness is made ready.
Plenteousness is made ready. It's ready for us. They said, like the brother quote earlier, I go to prepare a place for us. The scriptures say the kingdom is already prepared. Watch. Okay? So that's what we focus on. We focus on watching because the kingdom is prepared. This kingdom's going down and it's obvious. The gas price is going to go up higher. The cost of food is going to go up higher. While the quality of the food goes decreasing. Okay? Yeah, any supplies that's left.
That reminds me, America's like that store and they got the big ass clearance, everything must go. Hey, everything's gonna fucking be gone in this place, man.
Everything must go in this bitch, man. Nothing's got to be left in America, man. What did you say? Everything must go. They gave it to. Money, money.
It says, plentiness is made ready. So that's that abundance that's it's all about to give us. It says, a city is builded and rest is allowed. Yea, perfect goodness and wisdom. The root of evil is sealed up from you. Weakness and the month is hid from you. And corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten. Sorrows are past.
No more pain, no more sorrow, no more death. For the former things are passed away. These things are faithful and true, man. Go ahead.
And in the end, it shows the treasures of immortality. Man, that's what the Lord is about to give us, the treasures of immortality. We're about to live forever, man. You know, in the kingdom. We ain't gonna have to look around and see how people are smitten with madness, talking to themselves, just bugged out. Hey, that ain't gonna be the kingdom, you know?
This is the book of Romans 13 and 11. It says, in that during the time, that is now, it's high time to wake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than we believe. Right, how about you now, Charles, to get us up out of here? We can say based on what the prophecies. You know, this place is about to go down. The gas prices are up. The cost of living is going up. Rent in New York is at an all-time high. So it's evident that this place is about to be destroyed.
That's right. That's right.
I got this real quick. This is Philippians chapter 3, because this is going back to the upgrade that this is talking about earlier. Philippians 3:20, for our conversation is from heaven, from whence also we look for the Savior, the Lord Yahushua HaMashiach, who shall change our vile body, that it may be fashioned like unto his glory, according to the working whereby he is able even to subdue all things unto himself. So that's the type of might and power that Yahushua is coming with. Like it talks about in the book of Isaiah 47 chapter, that Yahushua not preaching as a man, he's going to end an angelic force. So he's saying he can change our body like into his body, where he's got the power to subdue everything, man. So that's the type of power and might that we're looking at.
And it says that we don't know what we shall be. We can't even imagine how glorious those bodies are. We can't even begin to fathom how great that body is.
Right. You want to be like Yahushua, man.
Right.
Power, man. And even Yahushua, he mentioned, he was like, bro, to add a cubit to your stature, that's a good thing.
Man.
That's the spiritual power. That's the spiritual power in that body that Yahushua has. Alright? So when we come into the head, bro, when we come into have those new bodies, we can Lord, bro, it's like download, bro. And you ain't touching, you ain't gonna be able to do nothing, man. The power that Yahushua has, the bodies we got now. He was able to transfigure. Walking on water, the different things he was doing in this flesh. You have the oars. So just imagine that new body. How empowered or how upgraded is that new body? You know?
Princes of the power. You will see it. Now we the real princes of the
he says, scripture goes like, it does not appear we shall be yet, but we know when he return we shall be like him. So it's like the brother was saying,
First John, the third chapter.
like the brother was saying, brother was out, hey, just only imagine, man. You know, how shot did those things, and this, this ratchet flesh, imagine the body.
And even with King David, Psalm 18 said, "When the poet, I woke in the still with my heart, I beat them with the wall, my feet were like a
Hinds feet.
That's what that was back then, even in these bodies, in the flesh. So when we get that upgrade, man, it's gonna be a whole other level, man. That's why I talk about that whole flesh. Like, all right. It talks about how like young lions.
Micah 5.
Said, "Holy goes down, not to the left."
Stop that. I was holding that. Read that.
So just one of us are really under the Lord. 1,000 men fight against it don't be nothing.
That's right.
It's gonna be like, shit, I was watching Dragon Ball, I restarted the series and shit. She didn't have to. It was taking up the whole fight. All that shit does, all this shit ain't playing, all this,
It's like brag about property now in America. That's absolutely nothing. What about property in the kingdom? You got planets, like the brother was saying earlier, man. And the scriptures say, "He that believeth on me, the works that I do," Yahweh Shai said, "He that believeth on me, the works that I do, he shall be greater."
This is the scripture the brother quoted. This is the book of Micah 5 and 7. It says, "And the remnant of Jacob shall be in the midst of many people, as the dew from the Lord, for how much we have cast the showers upon the grass, that tarry not for man, nor waiteth for the sons of men." Verse 8, it says, "And the remnant of Jacob shall be among the Gentiles, in the midst of many people, as a lion among the beasts of the forest."
And the remnant. And we hope to be at that number, man. When the saints come marching in. That's how the saints is coming to march in. That's how the remnant is coming to march
right on
in.
cue.
And you got New Jerusalem as a bride adorned for her husband. Right?
And also, I believe in Isaiah 59 and 19, how the Lord is going to lift up that standard for his men.
yeah, we're gonna wind up like Eagles.
Man.
Where do you think Esau get all these ideas from? X-Men, Superman, and all of these superhero movies?
Yeah, X-Men was straight based off of Jake, the civil rights era.
And even his left hand side, so what he's trying to do with his technology, fucking the super soldier program, man, the super soldier serum, the motherfucking what's that? Elysium. Y'all remember with Matt Damon, right? He got sick, and they gave him that exoskeleton suit, man. They gave him extra power. See, where do you think Esau get these things? Because he know the blessing that we're gonna get. So he's trying to emulate that in his way, man. You know? See, you need some outside forces, man. Your ass need a suit. Exactly. Yeah, man.
You need a
Billion rich ass. Yeah.
You need a chip.
Trying to be a superhero, man. He need that armor and him to be bulletproof. Right?
Yeah.
Well, Superman, whatever the fuck he got on, he bulletproof.
You got that, you got that shorty on Incredible. I forget what his name was. He had but you're not super. Like, you're not incredible. You got to make weapons and shit to make yourself incredible.
Oh yeah.
You had Edomite that you're trying to bring immortality. That's not going to happen.
Technology.
That one that came out there,
Still got it.
Alright, that shit madness. Oh.
They call it sleeves. Like you could just take like a chip where they spirit and they can put it in any type of flesh. Like, you know,
That shit wicked.
The rich motherfuckers who's living for thousands of years, man.
You can't contain spirit. You really can't do shit.
Yeah,
You're not God. What the says, now say to
Right.
He set himself up as God.
That's
Showing
man.
that himself that he is God. You know, that's what Esau envied. All right, he envies the children of Israel. At the end of the day, he knows that we are those little lowercase gods. You know, the Allahite power, right? And he ain't nothing but a slave.
That's right. Base man.
Yeah. It's Ezekiel 28, verse 5. It says, by thy great wisdom, by thy traffic, hast thou increased thy riches, and thy heart is lifted up because of thy riches.
Traffic is a trading, man, and that's how America became great. You know, being an export city. You know?
Then, that's another side of it. It's wisdom building. It was great during the time of having all these manufacturing points. Now they don't export, but they import everything. Idiots. That's how wrong we are. It's not outsourcing everything.
It says, therefore thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, because thou hast set thine heart at the heart of God, behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee.
Right, so he wants to keep the Most High. He uses what? Ships, and cars, and airplanes. Right, he gives you Hillary with his Western technology and beds. Right? He calls fire to come down heavy with his wisdom. He used his wisdom as from God. He got your Urim and your Thummim, you know, air quotes, the phone and shit, man. You get wisdom, information, the person who fucking up. Not even a button. That's the thing, glass. Right?
He also was talking to things like people call the days.
Yeah.
You know, he make the phone, you know, here it is. He saw got a fucking apple that don't even rock. He can record a date on recording.
He also said, so he thinks he's a god now. And that's he got to do. Those levels, he went to having a lot of information. He like the solar, he went to the Lord's creation and figured it out. He looked like airplanes, he went to the Lord's creation and figured it out. His attitude, like the bulletproof vest. It's a spider who got a web that is actually called in Esau's bulletproof vest. Alright? And what they're trying to do now is figure out how to harness that to make these vests so powerful. They gotta go to the Lord to get these things. Because the Lord's crystal, that's
It says, verse 6 again, verse 7, it says, behold, it says, behold, therefore I will bring strangers upon thee, the terrible of the nations.
So the Lord's going to show you his control. America will be invaded. Alright? This place will be invaded. The Lord said I will fill thee as with caterpillars. Alright? You trust in America, you're going to be ashamed. But Red Dawn happened. You know? Go ahead.
It says, the terrible of the nations, and they shall draw their swords against the beauty of thy wisdom, and they shall defile thy brightness. They shall bring thee down to the pit, and thou shalt die. It's like, and thou shalt die the deaths of them that are slain in the midst of the seas. It says, wilt thou yet say before him that slayeth thee, I am God? But thou shalt be a man, and no God, and in the hand of him that slayeth thee.
God, you ain't gonna be able to say you're a God anymore. You're gonna realize you're a fucking man. Not only that, you're a people man. The Lord is taking you something.
Teach the sons of men that they are nothing but beasts. Roughly paraphrasing that. When you read down, it says what? It says man. Different nothing but beasts. They come down in one place. I'm roughly paraphrasing that. So Esau gonna be known to be a beast. You're not different than a beast. But see, but the Lord is going to show that separation with us. We're not going to be able to die. So he's separating us from the rest of these beasts, but the rest of the sons of men, you're still going to be just like these animals, man. You're going to go right back into the dust. Showing you that there's no difference, man. You know?
That was enough, man.
Second Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposes and exalts himself himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showeth himself that he is a power. So this devil thinks that he's on some type of level, man. We're just been using you. We're just been using you to fulfill prophecy instead of trying to act against it that tool here with, man. It's the tool, okay? And soon the Lord is going to use us as a tool to destroy you and bring you other nations into captivity, man.
That's your instrument, man. The teeth. Man, the Haram sword off my mother's soul caliber. His sword had my teeth on that, man.
It says,
battle axe.
that's exactly how it's going. And it said, with thee will I break in pieces the nations and the horse of his rider, man. So the Lord says that he'll make the creature his weapon in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, man.
This is Zechariah 12:8. In that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as God, as the angel of the Lord, Yahweh shall shine before them. That shows you right there, the aim makes a separation. All right? And it shows there's going to be a separation in the kingdom, man. All right? You're going to have all our people, they're going to have might, they're going to have strength like King David and everything like that. But it says that the house of David, that's going to be like. All right? God. It says they shall be as the angel of the Most High before him. Who is that? That's Yahweh Shai. The greatest Philippians are going to be like Yahweh Shai. I got you. The elect is going to have a certain type of power that even the rest of our nation is going to have.
This 1 John 3:1. Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, and we should be called the sons of God. Therefore the world knoweth us not because we will not. That was wrong recognition, right? Beloved, now are we the sons of the Most High, Yahweh, and if doth not yet appear, we shall be. We know that he shall appear, we shall be like him, we shall see him as he is. Every man that hath this hope in him, purifies himself, even as he is purified. So us, whoever is hope to meeting God, we call them strange, don't tell me what it calls, man. That's what we claim, man. We will be changed, right? We will, what? It's like run through the truth, like a hot knife through butter, alright? Like a young lion amongst the sheep. Alright? We got a young cat, we got a different cat. They killed me for fun. I had a cat. He used to catch birds. Remember at the old crib? Catch birds, man? He wouldn't even eat them. He was doing some fun ass wrong shit.
Sharpen the skills and shit.
The nigga was wrong. Yes.
We can see this nigga out in the street.
Yeah. That's the first thing you do on somebody, man.
It's gonna be like hacking this shit online. Everybody on like cheats. You got guys on unlimited ammo and shit. Basically got download, it's like a hack. It's like me on this shit. It's all the information you ain't got to train or none of that. The Lord gonna give it to us. The Lord is gonna give it to us.
That's off of faith. It says, with the faith of a mustard seed shall build the mountain. Say to this mountain, cast into the sea, man. And the Matrix, he said, he's beginning to believe. And he's jumping across the building and shit, man. Damn near flying. It all comes down to belief. It comes down to the faith that's been given to us, man. We can do anything with that.
That's a gift.
Hey.
Not everybody got it.
Real quick, John 14:12. Verily, verily, meaning truly. It says, this is how it shall speak. He says, verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believe on me, the works that I do, shall he do also. And greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father. Hey, so hey, the same thing the Lord was doing, how Shah was doing, the Lord is going to give us that power to do the same thing, man. You know, so the Lord, hey, we believe in these things. We believe we're going to have spiritual power and overtake this devil, man. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be in a battle like that. You know? So, hey, we just waiting for the same, waiting for that upload.
Right, and the man of the Lord is going to get that power on this side too. Before we get changed, the Lord will win over those men. All right?
Got it already.
Hey, preaching His word is spiritual power.
His word is bringing His kingdom down. It says that the gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world, and then shall the end come. So part of this the downfall of this place is us being out here standing up on our feet. That's right. It says that the book of Isaiah, the 13th chapter, it talks about the burden of Babylon, which is the son of Isaiah. The burden of Babylon, which is Isaiah, the son of Amos, deceived. And it said, standing in high mountain, probably should I get it for me real quick?
Isaiah 13?
Yeah, Isaiah 13.
Isaiah chapter 13, verse 1. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah, the son of Amos, did see.
So he's seen the downfall, he's seen the destruction of America, the destruction of what you call America, the Bible calls it Babylon, right?
Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain.
The downfall of America, of Babylon, starts with this banner being lifted up, this truth being lifted up. Right, go ahead.
Exalt the voice unto them.
It starts with the prophets exalting the voice unto them, just like we're doing right now, crying aloud, spare not, lifting up our voice like a trumpet, warn the Lord's people. Go ahead.
Shake the hand.
Shake the hand. Tell these people what's about to happen to America. Go ahead.
That they may go into the gates of the nobles.
We done already went to the gates of the nobles, man. They already, if we're crazy, why are they monitoring our videos? Right? If we're crazy, why are they changing laws just for us? What we doing, man?
Upgrading the algorithm. He said this word.
Right. Constantly updating the algorithm on YouTube or on all the internet, man.
Had to get on there.
Because of what we doing, man.
Setting up
can hold it in.
try to debunk Lopez, Cologne, Christopher Lopez Cologne.
I mean, just to say that this man is devil, they go back 3 years on these videos.
Right.
3 years ago.
But we're crazy
Before
though.
that.
6 years ago. 7 years ago. Yeah, but I didn't even say that. It's a video 7 years ago, man. 8 feet. Alright?
They make the difference in scripture and trying to take
Or
it
that
down.
hard feeling. Break that bitch down.
I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for mine anger, even them that rejoice in my hiding.
The sanctified ones is us. The ones who give this truth. He said, sanctify them through that truth. That word is truth. So the sanctified ones is the ones that push the truth. And the mighty ones is the angels that surround us, man. Go ahead.
The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts musters the host of the battle.
And the Lord's in control of everything, man.
right.
He's bringing these nations together to go to war in the Middle East. To battle the Yahweh Shabbat, man. Alright? But let's go into the downfall and destruction of America. It starts with this word being pushed, man. Shows you the power of what we're doing, man. Again, to the naked eye, to an average peon out here, we can look crazy, man. We can look bugged out. But the elites know what the fuck is going on, man. They know who the fuck we are, man. Alright? They know who. Yep. That's it, man. Yep. The gates of the nobles, man. Okay? We really already, that fame is being lifted up. He said, in the land where you're going to put your shame, I will give you fame. Okay? And it's only going to go up, man. When the apostles and the Lord's men, like the brother said, we're going to get power on this side to heal, to do miracles. They say you will be witnesses unto me in Jerusalem and Samaria and unto the uttermost part of the earth, man. So the same things that the believers, the disciples, the apostles are doing in the book of Acts, those things are going to be done here, okay, in America, on the uttermost part of the earth, man. Acts 2.0, okay? And it's still being written. The Acts of the apostles, the Acts of the believers, the Acts of the disciples, okay? That's what we finishing up on this side. Alright?
I got to preach that real quick. This
Right,
is
all right.
2 Corinthians 13 and 8. It says, for we can do nothing against the truth, but for the truth. Right, so you have a lot of these elites, you know, trying to strike down our videos, trying to debunk the word. But every time they do that, the word come back even stronger.
Right.
You know?
And it said the more they afflicted them, the more that they grew. Alright, we just getting stronger and stronger. While y'all niggas is getting weaker and weaker, man. We getting bolder and bolder because our king is returning, man. He's on his way, said, behold, I come quickly. Alright?
That's right.
You ain't got much longer, man. We're talking about Joe Biden got the dancer in front of you, man. Right?
Thank you.
I was saying, I think it's like Acts the 5th chapter. FBI was like, look, this ain't a God coming out.
Yep.
But Esau knows that this isn't going to come to not. That's why he has to come up against them.
Yep. He got to throw the first punch.
And it's flourishing. You know? It says the faith shall flourish.
And the seed shall be put out. And that's what we see taking place, man. And they can't do nothing to stop it. Everything they try is no avail, man. You can't do nothing against the truth before it, man. Alright? They see now they can't even call us black people Israelites anymore, man. Because they see Jake waking up in Italy. Right? They see Jake waking up in Australia, in the Philippines, man. Alright? Looking like every nation. Okay?
And the dude earlier, he was like, what's up, my black brothers? And he's like, my black. And then he said, like, brother.
Yeah, they gotta stop saying that black Israelite shit.
Right.
Israelites. No other type of Israelite. We're the Israelites, that's it.
Like a bird.
Different shades
Mike
of
is
brown.
3:8. But truly I am full of power by the Spirit of the Lord, and of judgment and of might, to declare to Jacob his transgression and to Israel his sin. So that power, man, that we have is from what his word.
It says that the word of the Lord is quick, powerful, sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing to the body and asunder, and is a discerner of thoughts. We got that power. The most powerful thing on the earth is this word, which is bringing his kingdom down and ushering in our kingdom, heralding the return of our Lord, man. All right?
The word is, it'll pull your card. You know, I was watching this one dude on, I forgot what video it was. Like, the Bible is doing this, and it's like, who hurts you? You know? Like, you know how the big people be saying that, like, who hurts you? It's like they so hurt with this that it fucks their spirit up. You know? That's right. That's right. It's like, physically hit a motherfucker and hurt them, man. They gonna heal from that, man. But the spiritual wound that's going out, man. You know? For these people who've been raised as Christians and thinking that they about to get some type of reward in heaven, and it's found out that you ain't an Israelite, man. Oh, you know, when you go through these precepts and show that you know this is only for Israel.
Shit.
Yeah, bro, these people be hurt, they get crushed. Like hurt, but you looking at it like they're crazy. Around a couple years ago, a little while back, we're on the bricks. We're on the bricks. You know, at first she was a Christian at first. You remember the little white girl? Oh yeah. She was talking that. Yeah, and then afterwards she started flicking this off. Yeah, those precepts got to hitting her, man. Then she broke down and got to crying, man. At first she was all, you guys ain't no Christian this, Christian that. And those precepts got to hitting, man. And she was reading it herself too. Couldn't get around it, man.
Shit. Broke her down to the very decimal.
That God ain't for everybody.
That's right.
All throughout the Bible, man. See, people got a misconception of the New Testament. No, it's the same God of the Old Testament and the New Testament, man.
Change not.
You're right. Just stand on the scripture alone.
Y'all finished. It said, I'm the Lord, I change not, therefore the son of Jacob is not consumed. He ain't fucking with nobody else, man. He said, I have not dealt so with any other nation. He showed his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. Praise Yahweh by some Yahweh Shai, man.
I will do this in Israel. I am the Lord, thy God, and none else. So then now, you read about 4 scriptures, and then you go to the New Testament, right? Then everything, you make God a liar then in the Old Testament. So now you just switched up to be a liar now. Oh, I did say that, but it's not that. Yeah. Man, get out of here.
They're trying to use John 3:16. In that same chapter, it shows you that's talking about the world of Israel.
And they don't understand. We're on a different time than God's time. So one day to us is 1,000 years, and
know, with our Lord being on the scene.
Isaiah 45 and 17. It says, but Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end.
Forever, ever. That's right.
Alright, so with that being said, we hope it was edifying. We want to end it off by giving all praise and glory to
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Shem, Rakakodah.
that one is the elders and the apostles of great. Those don't tell us the salutations to the whole like this. Until next time, walk, walk, walk.
Above all.